Hey everyone, it's been a bit since we went through some of the budget-friendly eShop deals under $2, and so that is exactly what we'll do today. All of the games in the video are at least matching all-time lows, or in some cases, even at brand new low prices. I enjoy going through the deals with the crew, and so I appreciate you being here for a few minutes again today. If you missed the video from yesterday, we covered a bunch of new games that hit the Switch this week, and I'll have that link down below, along with our first impressions video for a unique platformer called Hand in Hand that comes out on the 11th. That way you can get all caught up. And with all that said, we'll go ahead and dive in. Enjoy the video. Alright, we'll start with Blood Will Be Spilled, which is a 2D strategy platformer that follows a bounty hunter named Jack on his quest for revenge. The story is fully narrated and the voice acting all around is pretty solid. The gorgeous hand-drawn art and animation looks great here on the console, and you can expect more than 15 hours of gameplay from the pickup. You'll be taking on huge groups of enemies, so you will have to get creative at times, and if you played games like Steamworld Heist, you'll feel right at home with this one. It's currently on sale for just $1.99. The deal ends on the 15th, and the download is around 2 gigs. Bombcat is a brand new puzzle game here on the Switch. The concept is simple. You just have to match up the different color cats in order to create a chain reaction, causing them to combine with one another. It starts off easy enough, but it ramps up rather quickly, so you'll have to plan ahead if you want to beat your high score. It's currently on sale for just $1.99. The deal ends on the 24th, and the download is just under 400 megabytes. The double action bundle gives us Shing and Corridor Z, and to be fair, I've never played the second game, but Shing is the same price alone, and so here you're getting a fun beat 'em up with a cool combat system, and it has the option to play online with up to 3 other people, when it works that is. But you also get Corridor Z, which is one of those endless runner type games with minimalistic combat, where the goal is to see how long you can last for each run. The bundle is on sale for just $1.99, and you'll be able to grab it up at an all-time low until the 10th of May. The download is a little under 6 gigs. Down in Bermuda is a single-player puzzle-style adventure game with a download around 850 megabytes, and it offers roughly 2 to 3 hours of main story gameplay centered around a lost pilot named Milton as he tries to solve each of the different puzzles on this small series of islands after his plane is wrecked and left him stranded. Now this is one of the lesser known games on the list, and it is a bit of a hidden gem if you're into the genre. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99, marked down 90% and matching an all-time low. The deal ends on the 11th. Emma Lost in Memories is a single-player puzzle platformer with a bit of a twist thrown in. You see at the start of every level, you're always on a timer. The walls and platforms begin to disappear, so you have to think and act quickly, otherwise it's a long fall to starting over. The game can be completed in roughly 3 to 5 hours, and it has a download around 200 megabytes. Another thing to keep in mind is that your character runs automatically at a fixed speed, so that does become part of the challenge, and then after you complete the levels, you can revisit them to play the memory chest mode as well for even more replay value. There's definitely a lot to like with the game as long as you don't mind auto runners. You'll be able to pick it up for just $1.99, marked down to an all-time low. The deal ends on the 9th. Feudal Alloy is a single-player Metroidvania with a download just under 2 gigs, and it offers about 7 to 10 hours of gameplay. The controls are tight and responsive, you have a ton of different armor and weapon upgrades, different secrets to unlock, and the boss battles are pretty creative. It's another unique game that I think gets overlooked by many, but right now you can pick it up at an all-time low, marked down nearly 90% to just $1.99, and the deal ends on the 15th. The Gunman Clive HD collection is a package of 2 side-scrolling shooters with a download around 150 megabytes, and combined the games offer about 3 to 4 hours of gameplay. Now it's an Old West tale of bandits, cowboys, kidnapped ladies, and shootouts. The controls and shooting feel great, the level and enemy types are varied, plus having both games together is always a bonus. Both games are a lot of fun, and right now you can pick up the collection for just $1.99, marked down to an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 16th. In Between is a puzzle platformer from Head Up Games that has a download around 840 megabytes and should offer about 5 to 6 hours of gameplay. In this one, you get to manipulate things around you and even play with gravity a bit, and the game offers more than 60 different mind-bending puzzles to work your way through. It takes place within the mind of a grieving man, and it is kind of heavy, so keep that in mind if you plan to pick it up. Right now it's on sale for just $1.99. The deal ends on the 23rd. Mechstermination Force is a fast-paced platform shooter available for 2 players in local co-op. It has a download around 640 megabytes, and the main story should last roughly 4 to 5 hours to wrap up. In this one you have multiple different playable characters, and this adds a bit of variety at the start of every game. They do pit us against giant bosses one after another until the end. You can actually weaken parts of them and climb up to start working on another weak point, and you'll have to do it all while avoiding a barrage of incoming enemy fire. Right now you can pick it up for just $1.99, marked down to an all-time low. The deal ends on the 16th. Up next is Steamworld Dig, which is a single-player action platformer with a small download around 130 megabytes, and it offers about 6 to 8 hours of gameplay. Now this is a fun game that plays out like a Metroidvania, and rather than making your way up through standard platforming, this game has you digging underground, searching for riches and hidden secrets, and of course taking out all of the enemies that you find along the way. It's currently on sale for just $1.99, marked down 80% and matching an all-time low. The deal ends on the 8th. Super Cyborg is a side-scrolling run-and-gun shooter that was inspired by the original Contra games from the arcade and NES days. It has a download just under 300 megabytes and should offer roughly 5 hours of gameplay on average. With this one you get 7 distinct levels to blast your way through, with crazy bullet hell action and intense boss battles, plus the game has local co-op for 2 people as well, and it does have multiple difficulty settings for those that find the game just a bit too difficult. Right now you can grab it up for just $1.99, an all-time low, and the deal ends on the 14th. UnderDungeon is a top-down adventure title with a unique art style and a comedic story that was inspired by Undertale. It has a download around 1.1 gigs and offers about 4 hours of gameplay on average. In this one we play as a young delivery driver, and from there we get into all kinds of trouble as we try to get each package to its destination. The gameplay and puzzles are very Zelda-like in nature, with the addition of these fun little mini-games added in, and as you can see they went with a minimalistic art design as well. However, I think it gives the game a bit more of its own unique character and charm. It's currently on sale for just $1.99, matching an all-time low. The deal ends on the 8th. Alright everyone, here are a few other great deals to check out while you're already on the eShop.
The challenges of the vast frontier. With free aiming instead of dice rolls, your skill makes all the difference. Use it.
Her brain should fry out her ears just for being there. Who is she, Decker?
Sorceress cursed the 5 sacred crystals and enclosed them, the whole kingdom of Reknam, to absorb their vitality and become immortal.
Alright everyone, that wraps up today's video. Thanks as always for hanging out. Take care everyone.
Super Retro Force.